Today in this video, we have 3 unique broken builds for the current release of Grounded's game preview that me and George here are going to be going through. All of these are going to be showcased in medium mode with 2-player scaling, so the results might be a little different for you depending on your settings and who you play with.
Alright, so the first build we have is Red Lightning. This is basically just going to be the stun tank focus of the build. It's going to be utilizing a full set of Ladybug armor, along with a pinch whacker and any shield with 100% block strength. So that's the Scarlet Aegis or the Lady Guard. It doesn't matter which one you use. I use this one for style, obviously. Anyways, the mutations you're going to want to have active can vary a little bit, but the ones that you're going to absolutely want are Smasher, Frenzy, and Cardio Fan. Because of this build not being able to perfect block, because you'll have Frenzy active, you're going to be draining a lot of stamina. And that's what the Ladybug armor is going to boost, as well as Cardio Fan to get it back in case you're about to get hit with like a huge combo. Additionally, you can either throw out Ambush or Reliable Friend. Depends if you're playing a multiplayer, depends if you're in a boss fight or not, and can't get the jump start on the enemy. But that's basically the mutation loadout. And let's cut to go test it on the field. Alright, so we're here out in the field. We're going to be testing this on the Ladybug, of course. So just count, this is with medium mode, 2-player scaling. Alright. Block that. And, okay. Oh. You can see within, like, barely even, like, 2, 3, 4 combos, he's already stunned. He's dead. He didn't even get a chance to hit me more than once. It's a breeze of a fight when you're fighting with this build. And it's really good just to keep them staggered while your friends can kind of wail on the insect while they're stunned, or arrow it on you, which is what's good for the Ladybug armor. The extra threat generation from it is very nice. Alright, so we're about to fight a Praying Mantis, tier 3 insect, a little harder to kill. This build does work a lot better on dudes with bigger health pools, whether that's like wolf spiders, mantises, stuff like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop on over to this dude, and we're gonna get the jump on him. So hope he did the fake out attack. Okay, and I guess we are hopping down now. Go ahead and see. You can see because Frenzy is active, I'm regenerating a little bit of HP, which is nice. Sir, if you could jump down, please. Yeah, Alright, so we're here with our buddy the Mantis. Thankfully, he's not up on that glitchy bush. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mantis.
He's just going to be holding block, I guess. Oh, what a fake out. Yeah, you can see he gets stunned pretty fast. His health bar just kind of follows suit.
He's been staggered for most of the fight right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's landed a single attack on me there. Partially because
I think the shock might go through blocks too, actually.
Yeah, it definitely goes through. But yeah, that's the Mantis. Dead. I didn't even take a hit. Completely staggered, even though he was a little glitched there. Definitely a huge stagger window, so that's awesome. Alright, and now we have the Bombarder, which is basically just going to be your like anti-effect build. This dude is going to be super resistant to basically all kinds of effects, whether that's chilling, whether that's sizzling, whether that's venom, and it's basically just going to be utilizing the Mantis sword or the Crimson Avenger, the tier 2 one-handed sword, to dish out as much damage as possible with slashing. And yeah, so let's go ahead and throw this all on. So yeah, full set of Roach armor is going to give us some nice resistances. For the trinket, you're going to want to use the Blistering Boiler. If you can't get that, the craftable version that is slightly weaker is called Astonishing Acid. Not as good, but it still will work. So yeah, we will have the Praying Mantis Blade. And then in case you want to fight with a shield, you can fight with this. I recommend the Bomb Buckler because when you land perfect blocks, it does like sizzling. That's pretty good. For mutations, it's pretty much only one way to go. You can use Blade Master, which is just going to make you take less damage, which just makes this build even more tankish. You can also use Frenzy if you're using the one-handed sword. If not, you're going to want to use Cardio Fan, and then either Fresh Defense, Spicy Safety, or Mithridatism, depending on who you're fighting. I always have Fresh Defense on just because I seem to be getting my butt kicked by Sizzle creatures the most. That's about it. So let's go ahead and go test this in the field. All right, so now we have Bombarder, so Mills just go rush in. Let's go ahead and test the sizzling meter that he's going to be having if this Bombarder ever starts blocking.
Sizzle attack.
Oh yeah.
So we can go stand in this.
So you can see you're just going to already start taking the
Tons of
you should take damage from standing in it.
Tons
but I can... Yeah, here, let me aggro him. And then I can just sort of stand in the sizzle as long as I want, and I shouldn't be taking damage. Well, I'll take damage from like the initial blast, but you can see I'm just not taking any sizzle. Let me start fighting him, actually. So this is going to be the one-handed build. I'm using Frenzy on this one. And it just kind of pieces him up, you know. It's pretty easy. Super resistant, and yeah, so that was Bombarder with the build. I'm using Fresh Defense too. Okay,
right,
so we're here with Mr. Caterpillar here, and not the fat caterpillar in front of our base, the named one, but we have a stink bug over here. You're gonna see because my helmet kind of acts almost like a gas mask. We're gonna get out.
I have a gas mask on for protection.
So you can kind of see I'm again taking next 0 damage from standing directly in the gas. It's not any sort of issue, but yeah, this is able to pierce him up quite well. And you know, if his corpse would move. But yeah, so that is the test on stink bugs. As you can see, it works very well against creatures that do like effects and stuff.
And then if I swap
off
gas my gas mask, a little bit too late actually, you'd see me taking much more damage than he was.
Yeah, I mean, I was standing in that thing for a good minute or so, and my health bar is barely dented. To be fair, we are maxed health on milk molars, or maxed all milk molars, but you know, you'll probably experience, you know, you won't die if you're wearing this set from a stink bug farter.
And now, moving on to our third and final build for today, we have the Antidote. This is actually the build that I use myself, using the Wolfsbane Fangs, the Scorpion Armor, which you can switch out for something else, like the Orb Weaver Armor, or even the Wolf Spider Armor later on down the road, but I still like the Northern Armor. For your trinket, there's 2 choices. You can either do the Blistering Boiler, which makes your final hit in the 3-hit combo emit a huge sizzle attack, or if you're choosing to use daggers that don't have innate poison buildup on them, I would say to use the Stabby Stinger with the Scorpion Northern Armor, which makes the final hit in your 3-hit combo add Venom. That pairs extremely well with the set bonus of the Scorpion Armor, which makes it so that any enemy affected by poison, you do a ton more damage to them. We're gonna go ahead and equip all of the gear. Personally, I would use the Blistering Boiler here, just because we're using the Wolfsbane Fangs. For your mutations, you're obviously going to want Assassin for increased crit chance and more damage on crit hits. And with Dagger Master, kills with daggers and sickles are going to increase your crit hit chance for a very short duration. Next is a more personal choice. I like Ambush. This one is more good for if you're out in the field and not so much during a boss fight, but it's gonna make you deal tons more damage with crit hits against enemies that aren't aggroed on you. Alright, moving on to Parry Master. I feel like this is a pretty obvious one. Your perfect blocks are gonna restore stamina because you can't use something like a shield to block your damage. Using Frenzy probably isn't the best choice with this build. And then for your final one, it's an open choice. You can do Reliable Friend if you're in multiplayer, which I usually do, or if you're in single player, or if your friends are good at the game, you can use Cardio Fan, which is going to help you keep up on top of your stamina, because these daggers are going to eat up a good bit of stamina. Alright, so again, mutations are going to be, that I'm going to be running, are Assassin, Ambush, Parry Master, and in this case, Cardio Fan, because there's going to be no one else going down.
And you can see that the cockroach is weak to venom, so the damage here is just going to be even more impressive.
Lunge attack, and look at that damage with 2-player multiplayer skill.
And he's stunned.
You can charge up another attack before his head falls off.
Okay,
but
2 butterflies just
look
came
at
in. There.
that damage. The best part about using ambush for a build like this is that once you get the crit hit, it's not always guaranteed, but it's going to stun the enemy and let you get in a ton more damage. So boom, crit hit, you can see he's stunned. Just tear him apart. Charge up your next lunge attack in this for the cockroach. Hit him again. His head couldn't even fall off.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was pretty crazy.
And
That's
then
a pretty
for,
crazy damage.
This also has some very good one-shot potential for certain creatures, like this butterfly up here. I can get to
This
him.
counts as research, right?
Because the butterflies, for some reason, like to float in the air a little bit. But, boom. One shot.
Okay.
So,
That's pretty
overall,
outrageous.
with daggers, a lunge attack with ambush is going to be the best build you can go for right now until they're eventually nerfed.
All right, everyone. So that was our 3 builds that we had to show off today. If you liked today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We'll come out with more grounded content as the game keeps going on. And let us know what you want to see from us. We're open to suggestions. And, also thank you for 100 subscribers. And thank you for over 10,000 views on the last video. That is more than I could have ever expected. So thank you all.